You can put that up if you're gonna ask me if you can video me. You're gonna ask me my permission.
Hi YouTube, this is Teresa. I wanted to give everybody a quick little update on some of the things that have been going on in the town of Welsh. Some interesting revelations have, I guess, come out in the last week or so, and I wanted to kind of fill everyone in on it. The story was covered by our friends at the Louisiana Voice, Tom as well, and I'm just going to kind of go over the article with you guys and then let you know just how things are kind of working out over there. So, just to try to catch up anybody that hasn't really been following along, in the past several months, in the little town of Welsh, there had initially been some sort of budget issues that were pointed out by one of the city council members there, or alderman there. His name is Jacob Colby Perry. And so a reporter by the name of Dalfred Jones, I guess, got wind of the story and followed up. And I saw Dalfred Jones' story posted online. So I followed up with my own public record request for some information about a separate account that was being kept there in the town for, I guess, police revenues, fines, and fees. And I really didn't think too much of the public record request, but of course when I showed up to look at the records, I had the incident with the clerk, and I'm sure many people saw the video. And after the video was posted, myself and my attorney, I can tell you, received, I guess, a great deal of pressure to take the video down by what I would call friends of the town of Welsh. They didn't really think it was any of my business, my being an out-of-towner and what have you, and they just really wanted me to stay out of the town of Welsh. But the pressure that, we were being put under was nothing compared to what was going on with Colby Perry back in the little town of Welsh. So after Colby brought the budget issues to the attention of Dalfred Jones, and after the video surfaced of the clerk acting the way that she did, the first thing that they did was a local business owner there in town started a recall petition against him. And not long after the recall petition, anonymous flyers began circulating the city or the town of Welsh, calling Perry a terrorist. And all of this is happening to him because he was representing his constituents and asking questions and doing what he was supposed to do as an alderman, and these people were getting very, very upset with him. But things got even worse for Colby Perry just a few weeks ago when the mayor there in the town of Welsh, along with the chief of police and two of the mayor's children, filed 4 separate defamation lawsuits. They are alleging that he has besmirched their good name. They are all being represented by the same Lake Charles attorney, Ron Richard, who apparently did not take the First Amendment class offered to him in law school. And very quickly, I want to go over the stellar reputation of some of these people that have filed the lawsuit against Colby Perry for defaming him after he, basically just did his job as a council member. So like I said, Perry's being sued first off by Mayor Carolyn Louvier, who is currently under investigation by the Louisiana Board of Ethics for some ethical issues that may have occurred with regards to the lack of paying a utility bill for years. Next on the list is, of course, the chief of police there, Marcus Crochet, who has been unable for some reason to stay within a budget since he's been in office. He's apparently not happy with Perry calling him out on his budget overages and this, violation of the law. And he feels that Perry has somehow besmirched his stellar reputation in budget management. And then you have 2 of the mayor's children who are also suing Perry. One of which is a guy named Johnson. Let's see what's his first name is. I believe it's William Joseph Johnson Jr. As far as Johnson's claim, and I'm going to read this directly to you from the Louisiana Voice article that I talked about earlier. As for Johnson's claim of long-standing positive reputation, documents from U.S. District Court, Western District of Louisiana indicate that Johnson entered into a plea bargain on 3 of 14 federal indictments on November 20th, 2011. The three charges to which he entered guilty pleas all occurred in 2006 and stemmed from his defrauding a Natchitoches hotel of $77,000 by means of identity theft. Specifically, he entered guilty pleas to 2 counts of bank fraud, 9 counts of counterfeit securities, 14 counts of aggravated identity theft. How about that for a stellar reputation? But it gets even better. I want you to remember that this incident with the Natchitoches Hotel happened in 2006. But I found another article from 2008 from the Spokesman Review out of Spokane, Washington. And this article says that William J. Johnson could face charges of forgery, first-degree identity theft, first-degree theft under a recommendation sent to the Spokane County Prosecutor's Office Thursday by Spokane Police Detective Bart Stevens. And this has to do with the same type of fraud, almost identically to the fraud that was perpetrated against the hotel in Natchitoches by the crime that he pled guilty to and was sentenced to. In fact, this article says that Johnson was hired under a fake name that he used, and that he issued the suspicious check to himself, and the check drew the attention of one of the owners when the check was cashed in the Cayman Islands. And it threw up a red flag for the owner, and the owner contacted Jefferson and said, we need to look into this check. Something's not right here. And Johnson just packed up his things and disappeared. I'll leave the links to all of the articles in the descriptions for you guys to look over. But these incidents where people like Colby Perry or myself get sued by these small-town politicians who use their power and their money, and many times the taxpayers' money, to devastate the lives of people who are just simply trying to do the right thing because they don't agree with what they have to say. But even in Welsh, as hard as they try, you still have the Constitution there. You still have the right to speak freely, and you still have the right to stand up to redress this government and to tell them just what you think about this silly little lawsuit.